Hello, it's another glorious sunny afternoon and it's Friday. And I just nipped into a record shop on the way home from work and I saw a very famous record, which I don't have, called 20 Jazz Funk Greats, which I'm sure you may well know if you're a fan of progressive rock and 70s rock, because it's by the group Throbbing Gristle, and many a soul boy has been caught out by that record over the years, buying it, expecting some nice funky jazz funk music and finding some very disturbing progressive rock. I'm told it's a very good album. I don't know if it's really my cup of tea, but I don't have it, like I say. But it made me think, what would be the 20 all-time jazz funk hits? So I've just nipped home and I've picked out some records which I'd say were jazz funk. I haven't got 20 of them that I picked out, I have to say. I don't want to bore you to death. But what is jazz funk? I don't know. It's jazz music and it's quite funky, I guess. And for somebody like me who's a bit funny about jazz, it kind of fits the mood. I like a bit of groove to my music. So let's just get on with it. And I'm going to go through this stack of records. I won't say too much probably. And I'll give you occasional needle drop here and there. Starting with this one, Blue Mitchell. Don't know much about this guy, but I think he's a jazz artist of some seriousness. This was released in 1975 on RCA, and the reason I got it is it's got very good people on it. James Gadson, David T. Walker. You know, those are names you can rely on. But that's from a soul music perspective, right? The tune here that I know and a lot of other people love this for, Melody for Thelma. Give you a taste. That sounds pretty funky to me. Going through with some favourites then, classic stuff like Donald Byrd, Street Lady. I think I've shown that in a previous video. That's, I think, what we're talking about with jazz funk. Is this a jazz funk record? I don't see why not. Aquarian Dream, produced by Norman Connors. Absolutely fantastic stuff. It's got soul on it, it's got disco on it, it's got jazz on it. Why not? I don't certainly have to hand any Herbie Hancock records, but I do have this one, which is with Kamiko Kasai and her version of I Thought It Was You. Yeah, great, nice reissue on Be With Records, that one. Definitely jazz funk music. And obviously jazz funk isn't just limited to music from the United States. It goes all over the world. And this artist is definitely an artist who I would put in the jazz funk category. And this album particularly, this is Xiao Donato, a Brazilian all-time great. And this is an album he recorded in the States, A Bad Donato it's called. I think this is an original copy. You can get a reissue of this one as well. And it takes a lot of his tunes, which are very well known, and he's done lots of different versions of them. But here he's kind of electrified everything. It's got a lot of quite harsh organ going on through it. And I think I probably said it before, because I have shown this record before, but it's the equivalent of licking a battery. I don't think I've licked a battery probably since I was about 6 years old, but the feeling stays with me, and it's what it makes me think of when I listen to this record. I'll give you a taste, see if you know what I mean. Humphrey, looking very power dressy there. This is one of her epic records. She was on Blue Note before, from '77. Great people attached to this. She's one of the classic sort of jazz artists who just went a bit more jazz funk, a bit more pop, a bit more soulful, because it was obviously a lot more profitable in those times as well. And yeah, this is a really nice record as well. A classic, Bob James. I've only got one, but he's got 2, 3, 4, loads of them. And he's definitely a name that comes up when we think of jazz, funk and fusion. And obviously got big payday, got a new fan base, I think, through hip hop. This is a nice one. It's got the classic Nautilus on it. Really great album. An unusual one here, which I have showed before, but it's always a good opportunity to show it again, from Venezuela. This is the group Almenra, and I think this is a jazz funk record. It's a bit of everything, fusion. I'd say it's got some prog. There's a very progressive sounding album on it as well. Lots of different sounding songs, but there's kind of unifying sound within them. Lots of keyboards and synthesizers. This is a really, really great album. Obviously an original, very hard to get. This is a reissue on Best Records from Italy, but well worth seeking this record out and having a listen. In fact, I'll give you a taste. The Blackbirds, here's one to hand. Again, proteges of Donald Byrd, and they got that perfect. They encapsulate that sound, don't they? Of the jazziness and the funkiness and the danciness all together. This is a nice one, actually. Do It Fluid, absolute classic. That. Well, you know that album. Ramsey Lewis, he's got loads of them. He churned out these albums, and being an instrumentalist, his albums were always going to be quite jazzy, but because he was working with pop music and soul music, basically, they're incredibly funky, a lot of them. And obviously, throw a bit of Earth, Wind and Fire into the mix and you get this amazing classic. Not a bad cover either. Very good. Going back to Brazil, and another artist who I think made it bigger in the States perhaps than anywhere else, but I always associate him with jazz funk, and that's Diodato. This isn't perhaps one of his most well-known albums. You don't see it about so much, and it's all right. It kind of noodles about a bit, gets a bit smooth for my tastes, but it does have the tune Skating on it, which does exactly what the title says. It's a tune for the roller rink, and I'm well past skateboarding or going on roller skates these days, but it does make me think, listening to this song, that I quite like to. Anyway, really great tune, this one. Diodato, see what you think. I don't know how many jazz funk greats that is, but it's not 20. But I'll just finish with one more, the classic, Lonnie Liston Smith. You just can't go wrong with Lonnie Liston Smith. Here's two classic albums on RCA that he did. That one's what we've got: The Renaissance and Reflections of a Golden Dream. He has a formula and he just sticks to it, and it's fantastic. It's, on the one hand, very groovy, on the other hand, very, very mellow, always very spacey, very cosmic, taking you off in different directions. And in fact, I was just having a little sesh from this one, which is a bit of a later one. Is this in the 80s? Probably. Yeah, 1980, that one. This is Love Is the Answer. And it's, even though it's a bit more 80s, and he did some albums after this which sound a bit more 80s, they still stick to the same formula, and they're still absolutely fantastic. Not quite 20 jazz funk greats, but I think fantastic music all the same. Let me know what you think. If you have any other jazz funk greats, it'd be nice to hear. All the best. Till next time.